Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about the fact that Hailey Bieber has now lost 1 million followers, the reason Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been evicted from their house in the UK, and the serious problem with Ozempic that no one is talking about. First up, another day, another negative slave. It looks like Hailey Bieber has come under fire yet again. She was savagely trolled by Selena Gomez fans after she posted several photos with Justin Bieber, all to celebrate his 29th birthday. She captioned the post writing, "29 never looks so good. Happy birthday to you, best friend. Words couldn't possibly sum up all that you embody. So here's to more joy, more travel, yummy food, adventures, more peace, fun, and most of all, more love." While some of her followers sent birthday wishes, heaps of fans flocked to her comment section to savagely drag her. They wrote things like, "You are definitely the rebound. I guess side chicks do win sometimes. And I forgot to unfollow you." Another person wrote, "She posts this for him, yet he didn't even speak out publicly to defend her. Bold move to turn the comments on." Other people simply wrote hashtag Team Selena to show everyone who they support. A lot of the comments were mocking Hailey for the fact that she lost around 800,000 followers on Instagram and more than 300,000 on TikTok since the drama started. But she isn't the only one that fans have been turning against. Kylie Jenner has lost around 1 million followers on Instagram as well, but the opposite happened to Selena. As of March the 1st, she's gained nearly 10 million followers since February the 22nd, when the feud first started. Since coming back to Instagram, she's reclaimed the throne of the most followed woman on the platform. Now, this all started when she made a post saying that she accidentally laminated her eyebrows too much. In what looked like a response, Kylie posted a close-up photo of her and Hailey's eyebrows with the caption, "This was an accident." Fans immediately took this as an attempt to mock Selena and called them out for bullying her. But it wasn't long before Selena started hitting back. A video resurfaced of Hailey in 2017 when she was a host on Drop the Mic. When Taylor Swift's name was mentioned, the camera cuts to her and she points a finger at her mouth and pretends to gag. Selena actually left a comment under that video saying, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." So she was obviously sick of Hailey's behavior. She then commented on a second TikTok where one of her fans said, "Does anyone just feel like really bad for Selena Gomez? Like, can you imagine going through a breakup so publicly with a guy that you were in love with for like 7 years and then 2 months later he just marries someone?" In response, the singer commented under the video saying, "That made me cry, thank you." And on the third TikTok, a fan said that she was officially supporting Selena after all the mean girl bullying that she's now getting from Kylie and Hailey. The post called the two women mean girls and nepo babies, and Selena just commented, "I love you" under the video. Fans have now been picking sides between the women, and it's pretty clear who came out on the losing end of the feud. It wasn't long before people were posting receipts that proved that Hailey was a hardcore Justin Bieber fan for years before they ever got together. In fact, she would often tweet about his relationship with Selena and how much she shipped them as a couple. In a deleted tweet from 2011, she wrote, "I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream." Now that does seem like something she would be mortified about, but to be fair, she was only around 14 or 15 years old when she posted that. But soon after that, fans found another embarrassing video of Hailey. The video shows a young Hailey in the crowd trying to get close to Justin, accompanied by a known celebrity finder called Ronnie Suss. This was obviously long before she was a part of his inner circle. We know that she was introduced to him in 2009 by her father Stephen Baldwin, but judging from that video, Justin still treated her like just another fan. One user commented, "She was the groupie with the most financial resources to keep stalking, and eventually came out on top. Money does buy love indeed." But obviously there's two sides to every story, and it's possible that Justin knew about her fan behavior and just thought it was cute. Next up, it looks like the royal rift between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and his family may have just gotten a little bit deeper. So much so that they have now been evicted from their UK residence. A spokesperson for the couple said, "We can confirm the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been requested to vacate their residence at Frogmore Cottage." The Sun first reported the news and said that the reason is so that Andrew, the disgraced prince, can move in. Talk about downgrade. The news comes as a shock to some people, considering that Harry and Meghan moved into Frogmore Cottage in 2019, and it was officially considered their home in the UK. But the move was not without controversy. The British tabloids were particularly vicious towards the couple when they decided to go through with some expensive renovations, all to make the cottage a little more livable. One of the main things they were accused of was using exorbitant amounts of taxpayer funds for this project, $3.2 million to be exact. Extensive renovations were then made to the Georgian-era home, but by early 2020, Harry and Meghan announced their plans to just relocate to North America. But this is what made them come under intense scrutiny, more than ever before. It seemed like they were happy to accept millions of dollars in taxpayer funds to do up their mansion, while they distanced themselves from the royal family and their actual duties. use. In response to the public pressure, they eventually paid back all the money, if only to try and get the media off their back. They wanted to make it impossible for the tabloids to criticize them under the guise of public interest. This was part of the reason Harry and Meghan wanted financial freedom so badly. They were just sick of being called out, but in all fairness, they ended up doing exactly what they said they would because they haven't benefited from the UK tax funds since 2020. Fast forward to December and the controversy was back in the headlines. In the couple's Netflix documentary, Meghan openly complained about the size of Frogmore Cottage and tried to make it seem unlivable, despite the fact that many people saw it as a literal palace. After all, the house had 10 bedrooms. Meghan said, "Kensington Palace sounds very regal. Of course it does. It says palace in the name, but Nottingham Cottage was so small." She then complained about how it had very low ceilings and insisted that Harry would often bump his head because of them. Then Harry said, "As far as people were concerned, we were living in a palace, and we were in a cottage on the palace grounds." Frogmore had been given to them by Queen Elizabeth as a wedding present, so it reflected quite poorly on them to be still talking about its inadequacies more than 2 years after they moved out. They've returned a few times during visits to the UK, but it's only been for special events like the Queen's Platinum Jubilee last June. Meghan and Harry now live in a $15 million mansion in Montecito, California, which is where they moved in secret just a few months after stepping down as working royals. In August, Meghan was interviewed for The Cut magazine, where she opened up about the 9-bedroom home. She said, "We did everything we could to get this house because you walk in and you go joy and exhale and calm. It's healing. You feel free." Despite some pipes that need fixing, she called the mansion their safe space. It was described as a coastal peace den that reminds you of a Napa vineyard. But of course, there was something a little pretentious about the interview, because Meghan then explained that on the lawn there are 2 massive palm trees that represent her and her husband, always connected and supportive of each other. The article also describes 2 plush chairs in their living room that are placed side by side to resemble thrones. So it's clear that they still wanted something about their home to look regal. But beyond its gobsmacking price, the decision to live next to US television royalty like Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres was certainly a good move. With everything that we've heard about them recently, it's pretty obvious that they've set their sights on Hollywood. So who knows how many more projects they'll have coming out. And now, what on earth is Ozempic and why is it trending? The medication used to treat diabetes has gained an insane amount of attention recently. The FDA first approved the injectable in 2017 with a higher dose of the active ingredient in Ozempic called semaglutide under the brand name Wegovy. Since then, news of the medication has popped up across the internet, and now it's become popular with exactly the kind of people it wasn't intended for: celebrities looking to dramatically lose weight. In October, Elon Musk caused a stir when he admitted on Twitter that he lost weight from taking Wegovy. One of his followers tweeted a photo of him to compliment his weight loss and asked what his secret was. In response, he said, "Fasting and Wegovy." Chelsea Handler revealed that she took Ozempic without knowing what it was called or that it was meant for people with type 2 diabetes. She said, "I don't even know I was on it." She claimed that her anti-aging doctor just hands it out to anybody, and she said that she stopped taking it after a friend informed her that Ozempic is the brand name for the semaglutide injections she knew she was taking. Chelsea claimed that she also stopped using it because she didn't need it and was concerned about the number of people she knew irresponsibly used it, and said it's going to backfire. Something bad is going to happen. In September, Andy Cohen tweeted, "Everyone is suddenly showing up 25 pounds lighter. What happens when they stop taking Ozempic?" Well, Remy Bader found that out the hard way. The TikTok creator and model said that she started taking Ozempic because she had pre-diabetes and insulin resistance, even though she had mixed feelings about the prescription. But when she stopped taking it in 2020, she said she gained double the weight back. Quote, "I saw a doctor and they were like, it's 100% because you went on Ozempic. It was making me think I wasn't hungry for so long. I lost some weight. I didn't want to be obsessed with being on it long term. I was like, I bet the second I got off it, I'm gonna be starving again. I did, and my binging got so much worse. So then I kind of blamed Ozempic." But Remy does raise an interesting question about using it long term. According to experts, the longest study done on these injections was conducted over less than 2 years. So a lot of questions still have not been answered. As with any kind of medication, there are also potential side effects like vomiting, constipation, and stomach pain. But many users have also complained about something they call Ozempic face, which is that gaunt, hollowed out look you get in your face once you've lost a significant amount of weight. This is mostly a loss of facial fat that can leave the face sagging and looking a lot older. But some people on the medication feel that this facial change is extremely drastic. It's not just a wrinkle in one area or heaviness around the eyes. Ozempic face often means changes to your temples, jawline, mouth, and under eyes. This usually happens because patients have dropped way too much weight and far too quickly. The injection isn't officially approved for obesity, but doctors are permitted to describe it off-label for weight management. The biggest issue though is that people who want to use it just to lose a couple of pounds wouldn't normally be candidates candidates for that treatment, but they want to get their hands on it anyway, and that's what's led to a massive shortage. Now the FDA has officially listed Ozempic and Wegovy as medications in short supply. A representative for the manufacturer has released a statement saying that they are experiencing intermittent supply disruptions due to incredible demand. As interest in Ozempic has increased, some doctors believe that more people have sought ways to take it for weight loss, either by finding a physician who will prescribe it to them off-label or by seeking it out online. It's currently being supplied by both doctors and nutritionists. It's also said that certain medical spas carry it as well, but of course, if Hollywood loves it, it's not going to be cheap. One Ozempic pen costs somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500 a month if you're getting it from a pharmacist. But even if the supply finally catches up with the demand, it's not something that you should necessarily jump on just because of its popularity. So what do you guys think of this latest story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.